Good evening and welcome to the Eagles Nest at Eau Claire Memorial High School. Zaleski Sports presents Big Rivers Conference boys basketball, and it's the Crosstown Showdown tonight between the Eau Claire North Huskies. 10-9 overall this season, 6-5 in the Big Rivers Conference against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's, who are 15-4 overall, 9-1 in the Big Rivers Conference. They lead the BRC standings. Hi again, everybody. I'm Bob Radovich, joined here in the Eagles Nest by Dave Sparger. And Spargs, on Tuesday night, we saw North rally from a 22-point first-half deficit to come back, send the game with top-ranked Marshfield to overtime, and that's when the Huskies win it. Can the Huskies kind of bottle some of that emotion and that energy and bring it here to the Eagles Nest tonight?
Well, we talked on Tuesday night about how streaky North can be, and they were absolutely flat in the first 10 minutes of that game, and then all of a sudden they did get streaky, and they got hot and really played well down the stretch. And I think they might have learned something on Tuesday night, that the North team is not built to go up and down and go fast and go up and down the court in crazy speed. I think they learned something about just, hey, settle down, play half court. Let's grind things out on the offense. Let's take our time. Let's get back on defense and make teams have to grind it out to score against us. We got to slow this game down. And boy, did it pay off on Tuesday against Marshfield.
And North also heated up in that second half. Andrew Roxvold wound up with 26 points. Elliot Besson wound up with 24. Tonight, though, they're playing a Memorial team, and you want to talk about familiarity. These kids have come up through the ranks playing against each other, with each other, so there's no secrets when it comes to the Huskies and the Old Abe's. And the first time around when we did this Crosstown Showdown up at the Doghouse, it was Memorial's defense that really made the difference.
Yeah, you said it. It was definitely the defensive standard that the Old Abe set that night that made the defense and the difference. And really, when you talk about this Old Abe team, it is built on their defense. And that's something that Coach Brisky talked about pregame tonight when I had a chance to talk with him. He said, listen, we have to rely on our defense to keep other people scoring down, and then we create off that and can run and score in transition. So again, tonight for the Old Abe, it's all about the defense and turnovers. For North, it's all about execution on the half court and taking care of the basketball also.
One big difference from that first matchup, Cooper Jesperson out of action for the Old Abe's. He, of course, had that injury in the River Falls game. He has been out since. He had to have surgery, done for the rest of the season. That's 20 points you take out of the lineup, as well as his floor leadership. The key for the Abes, though, is to get everybody else just to chip in a little bit more.
Yeah, they've played now 2.5 games without him, and boy, I'll tell you what, they figured it out. They had a great win over at Hudson the other night, 65-48. And you said it, just enough difference in everybody else's play that has made the difference. When you talk about Julius Clark running the point, taking care of the offense, Wesley Mboga has really stepped up offensively. And again, Bryce Hetke now has more chance at those threes that he likes to shoot. So all in all, it's just more of those kids taking that role, and they've done a nice job with it.
Wesley Mboga, from what we understand, tweaked an ankle at practice this week, but he is out there. He's suited up. You had a chance to see before the game. He gave you the thumbs up.
Yeah, he felt good. He was ready to go. He wasn't going to miss this one.
Yeah, when it's a North Memorial game, yeah, you want to be on the court and you want to be playing. Right now, our national anthem played by the Memorial High School Pep Band.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Time to meet our starting lineups. We'll hear from PAA announcer Mr. Brian Knopp.
This is a demonstration of WIAA. Of WIAA.
Couple changes in the starting lineups. TJ Johnson will start for North. And a change in the Memorial starting lineup as well, as Shamar Simmons, a 6-foot junior, will go into the starting lineup. Owen Gibson was in the starting lineup the last time we had the Old A's. Height, Roxvold jumping center. The ball is tipped. We are underway. Mboga with the basketball. Julius Clark on the drive. Spin move off the glass for two.
Julius Clark off to a quick start tonight.
Huskies with the ball. Their first possession. Here's Roxvold. Guarded by Mboga. Gust. Now Besson. And Mboga back on Roxvold.
It's always interesting to watch the Huskies play.
Besson for three. Simmons the rebound.
As you know, Andrew Roxvold's going to get his points. It's all about who else is going to help him on that given night.
Simmons to Hetke. Gives it up to Height. Clark will pop from distance, and that is good. Julius Clark 5, Eau Claire North 0.
Yeah, Julius Clark is just so quick that those defenders really do give up a step. They just don't want to get beat going to the hole.
Roxvold up top. Switch. Clark on Roxvold now. Another switch. Height guarding Roxvold. He'll pop from distance. That's no good. Scramble for the rebound. Hetke's got it, and he gives it up to Simmons. Height on the push. Back to Clark. Simmons to Mboga. Elliott Height. Dribble handoff. Julius Clark. Pull up jumper. Rolls off. Simmons fighting for the rebound, but they're going to get Simmons on the foul. But I'm guessing that's one that the Old Abe staff can live with.
I was just going to say that is Shamar Simmons' game. He is a rebounder, and he is a tenacious rebounder. He will fly into those offensive boards. He will box out and get those defensive boards, and that's why he is starting tonight.
Today's pregame show is brought to you by Asher Exteriors. Call Asher's for your free no-obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit GoAsher.com. That is GoAsher.com. Tyler Barrows buries a three-pointer, and the Huskies are on the board. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today, 888-GO-ASHER. Abe's with the basketball up two, and a three-pointer by Elliott Height.
Yeah, how about Elliott Height parking it in the corner wide open? He drains it.
First points for Height, 8-3 Old Abe's. Barrows on the drive. To Gust, now Besson. Besson on the drive.
Good defense right there by Height.
Roxvold with Simmons on him. Roxvold bounce base down low. TJ Johnson took some steps.
Interesting matchup right here with the Old A's when you've got Simmons and Mboga in there. They are physical presence on defense. And the last time these two played, Roxvold really had a tough time when Mboga was guarding him, just again because of that physicality.
Hetke leaves it for Mboga, who will walk it across. Hetke down low. Clark off the glass. Count it. Plus the foul. He got the position on Tyler Barrows and was able to finish through contact. Good start for the Abes and Julius Clark.
Good job by Hetke seeing him come across, but even there, Julius Clark just so quick catching, getting rid of it.
Free throw shooting has been a little hot and cold this season for the Abes.
Streaky is a good way to put it, yeah.
Yep. Besson gives it to Barrows. He'll pop from distance, and that is good.
2 for Barrows from deep.
Old Abe's 10, Tyler Barrows 6. Clark gives it up to Mboga. That three-pointer rims off. Elliott Height cleaning up on the glass.
Good follow. I would say the Abes definitely have the advantage on the boards. They do have the size and the height.
Roxvold gets to the glass, can't finish. Abes on the push. Here's Julius Clark. Contact, offensive foul.
Yeah, good Tyler Barrows with a nice job right there. That's one that Julius Clark just got to back out and wait for his teammates.
Yeah, they got the rebound and they were able to push. But yeah, I agree, and I'm sure Julius would say that too. Yeah, slow it down, wait for that secondary break, look for something to develop. Gus, nice move down the lane. And they're going to get
Ian Bauer on that
Ian
one.
Bauer on the
He just checked
foul.
in.
Ian Bauer, who has given the Old Abes a boost all season long, and his role will continue to grow in the absence of Cooper Jesperson.
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job coming off the bench. We've liked him as that sixth man all year for the Old Abes.
His scoring average has gone up and up, and now he's over 6.5 a game. Barrows lost the handle. It was scooped up by Gust, but the ball hit the end line. So turnover, Abes basketball.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Herrick and Hart Law Office, they have been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. Clark gets the high pick from Hetke. Back to Hetke. Wanted to go inside to Simmons. Good defense there by Besson.
Yeah, a real good job by Besson getting over the top of that post-up position and knock it out of bounds. As Simmons was working hard to get the little drop step in there.
Julius Clark to throw it in. Finds Hetke. That one no good. TJ Johnson lost the handle. Clark blocked by Johnson. Here's Aaron Gust. Gives it up to Roxvold. Roxvold into the lane, through contact and scores. His first bucket of the game, and the Huskies have pulled within 4.
Yeah, good aggressive drive right there from Roxvold. Don't see a lot of that in his game. He's usually just really a pure shooter, but good attack right there.
Nice pass down low in the finish. Wesley Mboga. Great delivery from Hetke. Back to a 6-point lead for the Abes. Huskies looking to answer. Gust up top. Barrows will pop, and that is good.
He's feeling it tonight. 3 for 3 from the arc.
He's a 43% shooter from distance.
Well, we had talked about who was going to help Roxvold tonight, and right now it's been Barrows.
Nice extra pass. Simmons to Hetke, no good. Roxvold the rebound. Gust back to Roxvold. He'll pop from behind the arc. That's no good. Clark pulls down the rebound. Was looking for a foul there. Julius Clark, spin move to the hoop.
So quick. Huskies slow on the help right there.
Julius Clark with 11 of Memorial's 16 points. Think these guys are dialed in for Crosstown Showdown tonight?
Yeah,
Spartans?
both teams are ready, no doubt about that. Both doing a good job offensively running their sets.
Backing in is Roxfold. They're going to get the foul on Hetke. A&W Peppermint Shakes are here. They are the ultimate refresh mint, available in regular and Oreo at your nearest A&W All-American food locations in Altoona, Cadott, Withee, and Spencer.
This is a demonstration of WIAA.
Carter Burns, number 4, into the game for the Huskies.
Yeah, Owen Gibson checking in for the Old A's for the first time.
Tough shot by Besson. Simmons the rebound. Hetke will slow it down. Finds Clark. Clark operating. To Mboga.
Block there.
TJ Johnson, the rebound. Clears to Burns.
I think they got a little touch on that shot.
Roxvold operating on Simmons. Takes him to the hole. Count it and one. Sparks, you touched on it earlier. Roxvold is being a lot more aggressive on his takes to the hoop tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, fun thing, he's got that mismatch right with his size. He's 6'7", and sometimes he just doesn't take advantage of that size. And boy, he is tonight. He's realizing when he's got that shorter defender, if he's only got 6'1" or 6 foot on him, he's putting the ball on the ground and taking it at him. Being able to hear and one.
Free throw no good by Roxvold. Owen Gibson has checked in now for the Old A's. He wears number 22. Clark to Caleb Yates, now Mboga. Yates to Clark. Mboga. Gibson, Clark. He'll pop from distance, and that is good.
Well, so far it's the Clark show in the first half.
Clark with 14 points for Memorial. Barrows 9 points for the Huskies. Tyler Johnson has checked in for Eau Claire North. He wears number 23. He had a big game. Roxvold to the hoop.
Good pass on that backdoor cut.
Roxvold is up to 6 points.
Yeah, he's got 6. Barrows has got 9. Those are the only 2 that have scored for the Huskies.
TJ Johnson, some tough defense on Clark. Clark gets around him. Clark, nice dish down low, reverse layup. Gibson, no good. Roxvold the rebound. Tyler Johnson on the push. Back to Roxvold. Burns operating on Mboga. Out to Barrows. Can he stay hot? Yes, he can.
12.
Tyler Barrows filling it up.
12 points, all on threes. Boy, it just reminds you of Elliot Besson on Tuesday night.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he couldn't miss.
And a steal by Barrows. Layup is good. Huskies in the lead. North on a 7-0 run. Near steal. Gibson to Mboga. Yates. Now Hetke. Gibson inside. Yates. They'll get Barrows on the foul. The Rural Virtual Academy is an online tuition-free public school serving students pre-K.
It's coming.
Yeah, see, I thought you were there.
All right. Yeah, it's getting there. I don't know what Logan does with this thing. All the stuff that I've been taught and learned.
Well,
For Barrows. 13 for Rob. 16 for Clark. 5 for the height.
60.
I know they had 18 up there one time. It showed 18 before, didn't it?
I sure thought it did, but so we should bet on whether I can get all my commercial reads in.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I don't.
In this case, I'm
yeah,
gonna
just do the best you
I'm
can.
gonna do the "it's not my fault" thing.
Beg
But
for,
it's
beg
not
for,
my
beg,
fault.
beg for forgiveness.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta do.
Well, that's.
What, you didn't hear the read? I read the first half.
Oh, no, yeah. I was reading it while we were off the air. Does that count for any? No. It's a production-based business. Worse yet, I haven't gotten any updates from Medford on the Wapaka versus Black River PWA game.
Who's in charge of that?
Susan.
Come on.
Well, imagine she's not listening to me. Go figure.
Why start now?
Oh, we had one of those today where it was, you never told me that we had to take the car in this morning, and I'm just biting my tongue over. That's why you called me on Wednesday after you received the email from Marco Torre. So. We're back at the Eagles Nest. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Eau Claire North leading at the break over Eau Claire Memorial 33-28. Bob Bradovich, Dave Sparger with you. Good run over the latter part of that first half, Sparks, to get the Huskies in the lead.
Yeah, Roxwold's gotten his 13 in the first half, done a really nice job of attacking the hole, actually, and not settling. And then you got excellent help with Tyra Barrows.
And there's a three-pointer from Aaron Gust.
I was just going to say, Barrows was 4 for 4 behind the line, and now Gust drains one. So they stay hot from behind the arc.
Well, if the Huskies can get three-point production from Gust, you know what you're going to get from Barrows. Here's a three from Julius Clark, who had 16 points in the first half. Hetke, offensive rebound, no. Ball batted around. Simmons corrals it to Clark. Hetke in the corner, driving on Barrows, up top to Simmons. Height to Mboga. Keeps the dribble alive, back to Height, thought about the three. Clark on the drive, into traffic, tried the up and under layup, that's no good. Here comes Besson. To TJ Johnson, in the corner to Gust. Barrows, back to Gust. Huskies will reset now. Roxfold. Spin move, up and under, off the glass, no. Rebound Height. Abe's running that sideline break. Clark again. Simmons. You get a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, good job by Simmons running down the floor after those misses and getting that board for the old A's, that is. You look at the scoreboard up here and you see Clark with 16, and then after that, he just hasn't had the help offensively. The Huskies have done a nice job of having two guys really put the ball in the hoop, and unfortunately for the old A's, it's just been Julius and nobody else yet.
Height has 5, Hetke 3, Mboga 4, and that's it. Hetke out to Simmons. Leaves to Mboga. Mboga in traffic, won't get the roll. Simmons, big rebound. Height for 3, yes.
Height, second one from the arc. Have not seen that out of him this year so much.
Elliott Height up to 8 points. He is more than doubled his average of 3.8 points per game. Roxfold through contact.
Yeah, good
knocked
job.
Around. TJ Johnson.
To
Barrows.
Oh, in and out.
He had been red hot in that first half. Loose ball. Besson has it to the hoop, fouled by Height. Sparks, Huskies are playing with an aggressiveness that we did not see in the first matchup this season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Brad. I mean, over there at the doghouse, the Huskies were a step slow. They were behind on things. Didn't have that, killer attitude at all. But boy, tonight it's a whole different story. They're getting every loose ball. They're getting the rebounds. They're just being much more attacking on offense. So, yeah, you're seeing a much different Husky team this time.
It was been an up and down season, but that win they had at home over River Falls kind of started opening some eyes. And I think from that point on, this team's confidence has grown, and we saw that on full display Tuesday at home against Marshfield. And an inadvertent foul there as Barrows was trying to reach for the ball on Simmons, and he popped Simmons in the face, and I think they're talking it out there. I think they're good.
Yeah,
they realize that.
Barrows said right away, hey, my bad, and Simmons just kind of laughed it off. So
Hetke gets to the glass and scores. Bryce Hetke.
Yeah, going back to what you were saying about Marshfield on Tuesday, again, I just think it showed the Huskies that if they just slow down and run a good offense as that was.
Mboga, some great defense there on Roxfold. Here's Clark, hesitation move. Julius Clark, no, but a foul. And now we're seeing the Abes pick up the intensity.
Yeah, they're trying to pick up the pace, right? They're trying to get those shots in transition. Again, a style that the Huskies are trying to avoid, so it'll be a good contrast here the second half.
Elliott Besson has picked up his 3rd foul. So the Huskies are going to go to the bench, and Carter Burns will come in. Julius Clark at the line.
Abes continue to struggle from the line.
Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more for every room, every door, and every window. Place your trust in SOS Security. For 2.
Yeah, the old Abes have left a lot of points there at that free throw line.
Roxfold driving on Simmons. Simmons able to cut him off that time. Now a switch. Hetke on Roxfold. Barrows thought about the 3. Gus looking for that backdoor cut. Burns picks up the dribble. Back to Barrows. Burns with it. Barrows TJ Johnson for 3. Clark the rebound. Gives to Mboga. Nice move, Mboga. TJ Johnson coming back on D. Yates to Mboga. Simmons, Clark. Clark, nice his way down the lane.
Yeah, just too much out of control when he turned the corner, lost his balance.
Gus to Roxvold, contact.
Oh, he's going to draw a charge on that. Official on top here's got the charge.
It appeared Simmons had the feet planted, but it didn't. I don't know, maybe the upper body was moving a little bit, hard to say.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I thought it was more of a slip by that, but got the call for the Old Abe's.
Got a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Lasting Exteriors.
Colleagues from News 18 will decide to show up for this one.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm. Built for real life.
HS Fence has been serving Wisconsin's commercial and residential fencing needs for the last 18 years. HS Fence specializing in chain link vinyl wood and ornamental fencing. It's a 5-point North lead at the half. The Labes have cut it to 4, and they've got the basketball coming out of that timeout. Yates to Bauer, three-pointer. That's short. May have been deflected. Knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by the Apes. You can get Culligan Water for just $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Huskies with the basketball. On the drive is Burns, out to Roxvold. Back to Burns.
Old Abe continue to switch all those ball screens.
Gust gets on the brakes, gets it to Roxvold. Burns. Picked up by Bauer. Burns on the drive. Gets to the glass and scores.
Good job by Burns, turning the corner, getting a little edge on him. Takes it to the glass.
Sparks, you touched on it earlier. The fact that North is keeping this from being an up and down, fast-paced game.
Yeah, they just need to make it one of those grind them out type things, and it's paying off.
Bauer tripped up and a foul on the Huskies. It's going to go on Carter Burns. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Subs in for both teams. Julius Clark to throw it in. He finds Elliott Height. Those two have combined for 24 points and a steal. Tyler Johnson wanted to put it down.
Yeah, I think he lost that actually. Honestly, when he went up, he decided the better of it and just kind of laid it in.
For his sake, he just decided, okay, I'm just going to drop this in. Mboga will try a three-pointer. That rims out. Battle for the loose ball. Last touch by the Huskies.
You know, we talked about Wesley Mboga coming off a little bit of a tweaked ankle in practice, and boy, he has just been a little off tonight. I'm wondering if that isn't still bothersome to him, because he's held right now to just 4 points tonight. And he usually is easily a double-figure guy.
Yeah, he seems to be moving okay, maybe not at his normal pace. Knocked out of bounds. Gus thought he knocked it off the Abe's player, Caleb Yates.
Yeah, but if Wesley's not able to get that elevation on his shot, because so far he's kind of leaving everything short.
Height with it. Now Clark. Clark on the drive, gets to the glass and scores.
Better body control that time from Clark as he's up to 18.
Abe's within 6. TJ Johnson, back to Tyler Johnson. All the way to the glass, no. Battle for the loose ball. Tyler Johnson has it, and a timeout taken by the Huskies and head coach Mike Kessler. We'll step aside as well. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Blue Northern Distributing of Eau Claire, Wisconsin is a local family-owned business and has been distributing products in western Wisconsin for over 20 years. Our friendly truck drivers are extensively trained to be the best in the industry.
Because it's a really good family-oriented company.
Blue Northern distributes milk and dairy products to many schools and businesses. Right now, we are seeking qualified Class A truck drivers to join our fleet. Apply today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com.
Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Huskies ball coming out of the timeout. They lead by 6. Roxbold up top. Roxbold on the drive, gets to the glass and scores. He's up to 15 points. Lead is 8 again.
And about 8 of those points is him just putting the head down, attacking the glass for the layups tonight.
Height to Clark. He'll pop from distance. Hoop won't have that one. Knocked right into the hands of Brody Neff. Abe's will reset. Neff to Height. Clark on the drive. Finds Neff. He got blocked. Tyler Johnson on the push. Carter Burns knocked away from behind. Height has it, and a timeout taken by Chad Brisky and the Old Abe's. We'll step aside as well. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Enjoy the benefits of business banking at Security Financial Bank with several options to fit your business. Learn more about business banking at sfbank.com. Old Abe's ball out of the timeout. They trail by 8. 10:44 remaining, second half. Huskies led by 5 at the break. They have maintained that lead and increased it here in the second.
Yeah, the Old Abe's have just struggled on the offensive end of the floor.
Abe's giving Owen Gibson all kinds of space up top. Now Mboga gets fouled on the perimeter. TJ Johnson will pick up the foul.
That's the Huskies' 6th team foul.
And it's the 3rd foul on Johnson, who has played some pretty good defense against Julius Clark and has also defended Mboga at times. Clark fouled again.
And Clark will go to the line now to shoot the bonus.
Foul goes on Carter Burns. That is his 2nd. And it's the 7th team foul on the Huskies this half. So Abe's have a chance to cut into that lead. They'll be shooting free throws from here on out with every foul. So an opportunity for the Abe's to pick up some points at the line. But you need to knock down your free throws. Mboga won't get the roll. Offensive rebound, Simmons. Taken away, Tyler Johnson. It's knocked away from him.
Foul by Hetke there at midcourt.
But Hetke, yep, they got Hetke on the foul.
That's actually a good foul for the Old Abe's right there. They had transition look. They were going to get a bucket out of that. So Hedke just took the foul at half court to save 2.
10:07 left. Burns to Tyler Johnson. Roxvold now picked up by Clark, who goes for the steal. Besson. Back to Tyler Johnson. North content to run some clock and run their offense. Then as soon as I say that, Johnson says, well, I'm just going to pull up and drop in a jumper. He's up to 6 points. Lead is 10.
Yeah, the Huskies are just knocking down shots down that half-court set.
Hedke trying to answer, no.
Yeah. And the Old Apes continue to struggle to put the ball in the hoop.
Tyler Johnson, the kick out. Besson for 3, yes!
Up to 13.
9-0 run for the Huskies, who lead by 13. Timeout on the floor will step aside as well. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today.
Old Ames basketball, they trail by 13. Biggest lead of the game for the Huskies. Memorial, just one loss in Big Rivers Conference play this season, but they're on the ropes here today, and now Julius Clark has committed a foul. That's his second. Owen Gibson out. Caleb Yates in for the Old Ames.
The Old Ames are going to pick up full court now. They're going to try to change the tempo of this game.
Huskies will clear it out for Barrows, who's got a good handle. Over to Carter Burns. Stepped on the sideline. Castle Insurance, based in Eau Claire, is your local independent insurance provider. For all your insurance needs, you can depend on Castle Insurance. Up top, Yates turns it over. Johnson behind the back. Besson for the bucket. (50-35). Danger zone time here for the Apes.
And
they've
illegal
committed
screen.
an offensive foul.
Yeah, that is now, 4 consecutive turnovers for the Old Ames. That's what Coach Brisket talked about pregame. They could not turn the ball over and had to play good defense. Well, both things are kind of falling apart here for the Old Ames. Too many turnovers, and the Huskies are just knocking down shots.
Huskies by 15. Tyler Johnson up top. Carter Burns. Burns knocked away. Johnson picks it up. Up top, Burns. Over to Besson. Besson on the drive. What a tough shot. Elliot Besson.
Boy,
Points in a row.
Brado, you're talking about a team that's just playing with confidence. Holy smokes. Tough shots, taking them to the hoop, getting them to fall. Just so much confidence right now at the offensive end.
Mboga over to Height. Clark through traffic. Won't get the reverse. Clark slow to get up. Hetke for 3, and that's good. Julius Clark trying to walk that one off. The official will chat with him.
And he says he's fine, so he's going to try to stay in.
It's a 14-point margin with 7:20 to go. Abe's with a big hill to climb. Johnson in the backcourt, and he gets fouled.
See who this one goes on. Wesley Mboga is going to pick up the foul there.
For Mboga, that is his second foul.
5th team.
Tyler Johnson. Besson, three-pointer. No good. Simmons tracks down the basketball. Hands to Mboga, back to Clark. Height. Elliott Height to the hoop. Abe's on a 5-0 run. They've got it down to 12. Under 7 minutes left.
Again, the Old Abe's trying to change that tempo, get up and down, see if they have a late run in them.
Besson blocked but fouled.
Julius Clark's going to pick up, I believe, his 3rd. And it is.
Elliott Besson at the line. It's been a heck of a week for Elliott Besson. He's up to 9 points now.
Yeah, huge game on Tuesday. And now tonight, Barrows has had the huge game for him.
Yeah, Barrows got him started, and Roxville took over, and then it's been everybody else chipping in for the Huskies. We're back up by 14. Hetke, three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Huskies. Besson ahead to Barrows. He'll pop from distance. Scramble for the ball, and oh boy. Roxville very slow to get up, and then Mboga gets tripped up.
Bodies everywhere on that loose ball. Coach Kessler is just hoping he's going to be all right.
He hops up, and he's trying to get it, trying to walk it off as best he can. That was just teams going after it. And
yeah, absolutely. That was 2 Memorial guys, 2 Huskies, and everybody just diving for that basketball.
Yeah, one of those Memorial guys was Shamar Simmons, looking like he was going to go out for a loose ball in football. He was getting after it. Height will check out. Ian Bauer back in for the Abes.
And then you got Mboga, who got tripped up on that drive, so he went down.
Yeah, and he's dealing with that ankle.
And he's left it short again.
Short.
Every shot he took up, now that free throw, he's starting to wince, Brado. That ankle is bothering him.
Roxville gives it up to Barrows. Tyler Johnson. Spin move, hangs in the air, no, knocked out of bounds. Last touched, they say, by the
Huskies, yeah.
Well, Simmons and Johnson were battling for it. Huskies ball, 6:07 left. Tyler Johnson gives it up to Besson, now Barrows. Knocked away from behind by Simmons. Huskies will keep it. TJ Johnson and Aaron Gust back in for the Huskies.
Well, for the Huskies, Rockville's been pretty quiet this second half.
Well, Besson has picked up his scoring, and they've just had other guys chipping in. Roxville step through, no, Mboga the rebound. They head to Bauer. Hetke will pop from outside, that's no good. Mboga, big rebound. Bauer, Hetke thought about another 3.
Foul out on top, the reach in
TJ
from Johnson.
Will pick up the foul. The Dahlman Insurance Agency provides business, home, auto, and farm insurance throughout the Chippewa Valley. Contact Eric Knutson in Elk Mountain or Wayne Dahlman in Eau Claire. Dahlman Insurance. Come for the rate, stay for the service. And Boga will check out.
Yeah, that ankle's definitely bothering him now. Saw him after that free throw trying to get back, and he was wincing.
Now, both of these teams will play tomorrow. Eau Claire North has got a home game, 3 p.m. against Monona Grove. Abe's will be here at the Eagles Nest, 7:15 matchup with Marshfield, the same Tigers that the Huskies beat on Tuesday. And you wonder the status of Wesley Mboga for that one. I would imagine a lot of ice will be in his future.
Yeah, it might be one of those things like if you really don't need to play him, then don't, right? You got to save him for down the stretch.
Well, exactly. And, yeah, it's on the surface, it's an important non-conference game when it comes to seeding and that sort of thing. But, yeah, you got to think long-term, and you're already down one starter in Cooper Jesperson, so you take his 20 points out of the lineup. I don't think you can afford to be without. If you have to sit Mboga to get him ready for the last couple weeks of the regular season, I think you do it.
Well, the Huskies have been good at the free throw line tonight. Not so much for the Old Abes.
Now's your chance to join the team at Blue Northern, hiring for drivers in Eau Claire and Sparta. Apply online today at BlueNorthernDistributing.com.
And the lead gets stretched back out to 16 again.
4 straight free throws for the Huskies. Bauer to Clark. Blocked from behind, T.J. Johnson. But a steal by the Abes. Clark gets it back and scores.
Oh, great steal right there by Brody Neff.
Just over 5 minutes to go. Clark got a hand on that, but it deflects to Barrows. We expect the Huskies to try to play some keep away here.
Well, you're exactly right, Brad. No reason to rush anything. Just run your offense, and if you can eventually turn the corner and get to the paint and to the glass like they've done several times this half, that's what you're waiting for.
Gus to Roxvold. Hounded by Bauer. Keeps the dribble alive. Now Barrows. Huskies content to run some clock, and now the foul.
Yeah, they did. They almost ran a minute off the clock right there. Then they draw the foul, and now they're at the free throw line.
Wesley Mboga back in for the Old Abes. Again, getting it done at the free throw line. Six straight free throws from the Huskies. They're back up by 16.
Barrows has 16 on the night also. Good defense.
Taken away by Roxvold. And another foul on the Old Abes. Four fouls now on Julius Clark. Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant in Eau Claire since 1980. Uncle Ampros brought homemade family recipes from Greece, and the tradition continues today at Olympic Flame Restaurant, Eau Claire's best kept secret. Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant on London Road. Sparge, you ready for another free throw stat?
Let's have it.
8 free throws made in a row by the Huskies.
And the Old Abes have probably missed 8 tonight.
That's off.
That's just kind of right there. It sums up that offense of the Old Abes tonight. Guys that normally score just struggling.
Good decision by Gus there. He could have fired a pass cross court. Instead, makes the safe play.
Yeah.
Run some more clock.
Absolutely. Run that 4 corner, spread it out, run that clock. If you could run a minute off every possession, it'd be great. Or draw the foul and keep knocking down your free throws.
And that is the 10th team foul on the Old Abe. So now double bonus time for the Huskies the rest of the way. SC Swiderski, an SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. Well, a little bit of an announcer jinx there.
I was wondering if you're going to play him that one.
Well. But that's 9 out of 10 made free throws.
Yeah,
down the stretch.
that's why his lead is just stretched out.
That's how you win games. Hetke to Height. Bauer. Mboga will pop from distance. That's good.
Mboga's first 3 of the night, and he's up to 7.
Timeout taken by the Old Abes. We'll step aside as well. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
Huskies have the basketball and a 61-45 lead. Just over 3 minutes to go. Aaron Gust into the front court, nearly dragged the back foot. Gets it to Roxvold. Stolen by Mboga. Wesley Mboga on the drive. Layup, no. Tipped, no. Simmons, fouled. Abe's not going away with just over 3 minutes to go, and that is the 10th team foul on the Huskies. So, both teams in the double bonus going forward. TJ Johnson has fouled out. Johnson just 1 point, but his defense, his hustle, his rebounding, they were all factors tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Did a nice job just kind of running the floor right there for them. And obviously a big reason why they're up what they're up right now.
Third miss from the line this half by the Abes. Missed a couple in the first half as well. 1 for 2 that time for Shamar Simmons, and the lead is down to 50. Gust picked up his dribble, had to get it to Burns. Burns hounded by Bauer. Now Barrows. I think the Abes are trying to foul here, but they don't get the steal.
Yeah, it's trapping like crazy, and then if you can.
Barrows.
Good job by
all the way
Barrows.
to the hoop.
That's the one you take if you can break through for those layups. Otherwise, you're running clock.
Ryan Barrows up to 18 points now. From distance, Ian Bauer buries a 3.
And the Old Abs will use a quick timeout here.
We will step aside as well. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
At Marquardt Motors, we want our customers to experience the highest possible level of satisfaction. That's why we offer the largest selection of new and used vehicles at the lowest possible price. It's why we offer Saturday service, and we have our own body shop on site. I'm Dave Marquardt. I invite you to come experience the personal service we've worked for 50 years to achieve and will continue to improve on for many years to come.
2 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the second half. Eau Claire North leading Eau Claire Memorial 63-49. North will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. Their fans, it's a blackout in the north section. They're whooping it up.
Yeah, they're enjoying this one as well as the Huskies have played.
Gust picks up the dribble in the backcourt, but they get it across. Roxvold, layup good.
Good job by Roxvold, just kind of gathering with a little shot fake. He knew he had the height advantage, so he didn't force it, just waited.
Clark called on the travel. So the ball back to the Huskies. They lead at 65-49, closing in on their 11th win of the season. This will be their 7th BRC win, and combined with that win over Marshfield on Tuesday, this is shaping up to be a huge week for the Huskies.
Yeah, this is a much, much improved basketball team than what we've seen earlier in the year. So good job by the Huskies.
Steele Hetke to Clark. Mid-range jumper, no. And Clark will commit the foul.
And he'll foul out, but that just sums up the night. Huskies knocking down shots, and the Old A's have had looks and just could not get them to drop.
So Julius Clark fouling out, 20 points for him. Elliott Height back in for Memorial. And at the line, Ryan Barrows. I know I did it, okay? Ryan was his dad, okay? I covered his dad back in the day.
Yeah, you were due for one of those, huh? Well, let's go with Tyler this time.
Yes.
As
Tyler Barrows,
yeah.
up to 20 points.
Yeah, he has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, much different ball game than the one we had at the Doghouse earlier. Ian Bauer, tight, nice take to the hoop there. The bucket and the foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, the difference is the Huskies have got 3 guys in double figures. You know, you got Barrows with 20, Roxvold with 17, and then Elliott Besson with 12. You know, and the Old A's only have Julius Clark in double figures. That's it.
Well, I mean, it's one thing we talked about when the injury happened to Cooper Jesperson, and once the severity of the injury, you know, when people realized that he's done, the question then became, okay, if you're the Abes, how do you adjust? The game is going to be different, and, you know, other guys are going to have to step up and do that, and it seemed like they did that for, you know, a couple games. The win at Hudson was impressive. That's a place that the Abes have not played well.
For anybody.
And right? They shut down a really solid Raiders team.
But even there, they held the Raiders to just 48 points, where tonight they've already given up 67.
Yeah. And although, you know what, Sparks, and you've been through crosstown games in various sports, sometimes you just don't know what's going to happen. You can look at things and say, you know, one team is you know, favored, and I think this is going to happen based on what happened before. And yeah, it's crosstown.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody,
right?
and you know, different people step up at different times. And
every year we've seen this, where somebody was just supposedly the better basketball team, and that night they just don't have it, or the other team just plays so well, and that's just one of those games tonight.
Bauer, Hetke will try a three-pointer. That rims out. Rebound goes to Gust. Wait, Gust, another one of those guys who's just a glue guy for the Huskies, does all the little things. Roxvold will kick it to Burns. Coach Kessler wants them to start running their weave action. Cross-court pass intercepted by Bauer, and they're going to get the foul on Andrew Roxvold, but just 50 seconds remain in this one.
Yeah, that was just not a good cross-court pass right there. And Coach Kessler had previously talked to them about you cannot make that long pass. Just try to find somebody a little closer and keep that ball moving. So really Roxville kind of got that pass, kind of forced him into that foul.
Bowery gets the hometown rule there. Now subs in for the Old Abes. Gibson back in, Brody Neff in, and Caleb Yates. So all the starters, with the exception of Height, out of the game for the Old Abes. Sparks were at that point where all that's left to be decided is the final score.
Yeah. The Old Abes now are just going to back off.
Coach Kessler will take the timeout.
He wants to get his bench in,
Yep.
absolutely.
He'll get the bench guys in.
North Memorial, you want to get as many guys in as you can.
Husky starters getting a nice ovation. 30-second timeout. We'll step aside. We're back after this.
Today's game is brought to you by Apple Weight Loss. Chiropractic care is more than just making the pain disappear. It's about learning, understanding, and taking care of your body to improve your quality of life with Apple Weight Loss. Whether buying or selling, home, recreation, commercial, no matter your budget, find the listings at DonnellanOnline.com. Franson Bank and Trust has a team of experienced bankers that will provide a vast array of loan products tailored to your situation. Franson Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All sorts of subs into the game. We'll try to get all of them for you. Here's Mateo Stencil, number 21. Number 20, Stefan Larson is in the game. That's Garrett Stoffel, number 2. Back to Stencil. Abes have Ben and Henry Fessenmeyer in, along with Sahan Quinney. Inside off the glass, Elliott Johnson. Impressive performance tonight from the North Huskies. Sahan Quinney hits the shot. But this one is a final. Eau Claire North knocks off Eau Claire Memorial 70-56 with the win. The Huskies improve to 11-9 overall. They are 7-5 in the Big Rivers Conference. The Old Abes dropped to 15-5. They are now 9-2 in the BRC. Sparks, again, credit to the Huskies for how well they played tonight, coming here to the south side and coming out of here with the win.
Yeah, we've seen them now the last couple of times. It is a different basketball team than we saw early in the year. Coach Kessler and his staff have just done a tremendous job of getting this team better and better as the season's going along. And again, I go back to just the fact that if the Huskies play a half-court style of game, they are going to be a tough out.
Well, and you're absolutely right, Sparks. And when you look at this North team and how they're playing now and the strides that they have made over the course of the season, boy, this is going to be a difficult team to prepare for. They have three-point shooting. They defend. They get after you. And they played, and again, we've seen it these last couple of games. They've played with a confidence that we didn't see early in the year.
Agreed, 100%, Brad. That's it, isn't it? I mean, you can just see the confidence in how this team plays now. You know, I think early in the year they were still trying to figure out what kind of basketball team were they. And now all of a sudden just kind of settled into a style they like, and man, are they playing with a lot of confidence.
So this one is a final. Eau Claire North defeats Eau Claire Memorial 70-56. Coming up next, the postgame show brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you experience any sports-related injury or issue. You can count on prompt, proper diagnosis and customized treatment plan to meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, in western Wisconsin. That is coming up next. You are watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the number one goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called a labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with, or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis. Few orthopedic surgeons are operating on hips through a scope because it is a newer and technically difficult surgery. Therefore, certain diagnoses may be missed by physicians not familiar with these newer treatment options.
Patients I see with hip joint pain that can be fixed and not just replaced can range from their mid-teens or younger teens to 50, 60 years old. In the past, patients who had labral tears in their hip were told that they may have some pre-arthritis or an early arthritic problem. They may be told that they were just prone to frequent groin pulls in the sport of their choice. And taking some time away from their sport, they may sometimes be able to return to the sport with just continued pain. And fortunately now, with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport, and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip is affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork of their friendly, knowledgeable physicians and staff.
Here at WIAA Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we have 12 partners, orthopedics, neurosurgery, non-operative spine, and foot and ankle. We really pride ourselves in listening closely to the patients and hearing what they're saying, spending a lot of time engaging in the conversation of what is really bothering that person.
After meeting with the patient, Dr. Carlson determined that his difficulties had all been related to painful hip impingement.
It was incredibly important for me to meet with a doctor that understood sports and athletics and kind of just how I wanted to continue that lifestyle instead of just kind of shutting it down. So meeting with someone like Dr. Carlson was incredibly important to me because he understood how I still wanted to be active after a surgery and still wanted to maintain my daily lifestyle.
While visiting with Dr. Carlson, we learned that he grew up skiing and continues to ski competitively across the country and also enjoys hunting, fishing, and hiking. He is passionate that his patients' goals are his goals. Whether it is getting them back to playing with their kids, working aggressively, or competing in sports, his patients are more active and enjoy their lives.
When I see those people so happy with themselves, so happy with their decision to have this fixed or to go through this process, as scary as it sometimes is, if you don't know what's on the other side, it's so satisfying for me.
Well, cool. All right, welcome back to the Eagles Nest. The North Huskies victorious 70-56, joined by Andrew Roxvold, who had 15 tonight. Tyler Barrows had 20. Tyler, let's start with you. You were hot from behind the arc early on. Could you tell that was going to be one of those nights for you?
Warming up, I felt good, and then teammates found me when I was open. I felt good from three.
And then Andrew, after his hot start, you were able to take over. You're getting some buckets to the hoop. Offensively, are you guys peaking, do you think, given what you did Tuesday against Marshfield and then tonight?
Yeah, obviously Marshfield and Memorial are both really good teams, but I think when we rise to the occasion, and we have a lot of weapons on offense. We have a lot of guys that can just score the ball, flat out score the ball, and it could really be any, out of the four starters, it could be really any of us at any given night.
Quick turnaround tomorrow. You guys got to host Monona Grove. How do you kind of enjoy this moment and then get ready for tomorrow? It's kind of like a tournament type situation.
Obviously, we're going to enjoy this one. This one's big. We haven't beat them in a while, but then we got to turn around and get ready for tomorrow.
Tournament's not that far away, and Coach Parker and I were talking on the webcast. You guys could be a dangerous out come the postseason. What do you still have to do between now and then to kind of make a postseason run?
Yeah, I think we got to keep rolling off these big victories, and we can't get too high off these victories. We can't get too low off other losses too. So, yeah, just stay where your feet are, stay level, and just keep on rolling.
I'm going to let you guys do the highlight house here thing before I bring Coach Kessler in. So
All
you
right.
guys know how to do it.
I'm Andrew Roxvold.
I'm Tyler Barrows.
And we in the house.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Coach Kessler, congratulations. You got the water bath in the locker room. I'm guessing you don't mind that one bit.
No, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but I'll take that discomfort any day of the week.
What is it that your team is doing better now than maybe you weren't doing at the end of December or early part of January?
We're defending better. I thought, some nights we feel like it's a struggle to get five guys out there that are connected as one unit defensively. And I thought just about any lineup we threw out there tonight, we had five guys that were really committed to doing what we talked about in practice and doing what we repped in practice. So everything starts for us on the defensive end.
And I would imagine the confidence level of this group, given what you've done already this week, beating Marshfield and then going to Memorial and winning at their place, that the confidence for your group has to be really high at this point.
Yeah, we sure hope so. And that's something even last year when we only won 2 basketball games, one of the things that stood out to me the most was our kids were really committed to doing the things necessary to give you a chance to win. And that has continued. Obviously winning helps a lot. We hope we stay humble enough that we can still look at, watch the games, look at the film, and, continue to improve.
Quick turnaround for you guys. Tomorrow afternoon you host Monona Grove. How much have you been able to learn about them, and what's the message for your guys going to be tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, we get to enjoy this one pretty quickly. But Monona Grove's a really quality team. Luckily for us, they just got done playing Menominee a week or so ago. So, we've seen them play a little bit. They're a really athletic group that'll really challenge us defensively, and they're going to put us on our skates a little bit. They really like to attack downhill, so we're excited for that challenge tomorrow.
Best of luck to you and the Huskies tomorrow, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, so that will do it for tonight's webcast. Dave Sparger and I will be right back here tomorrow night when the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's host Marshfield, the team that North beat back Tuesday on the Doghouse. For my color commentator, Dave Sparger, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good night from the Eagles Nest at Eau Claire Memorial High School.
Shit, Mike.